this is a request from a viewer, Rabbit Toe. They have an exam in like 10 days or so, and it's their final exams, and they need some encouragement, and they wanted me to make a video for that. So let's open. So let's see. So if Rabbit Toe is watching, I hope you will do good in your exams. Study hard, but try to relax, you know. I can remember still how it feels like when you're about to have your exams, especially if it's final exams. My God, I was pressuring myself. Because when I was going to school, especially when it was in high school, I didn't have any work experience. I was just, studying. I didn't know that whatever pressure I was feeling in school, or whatever the satisfaction or happiness I felt when I got high grades, or if I got medals for honors, or because I won a contest like theater or declamation contest, whatever it was, or disappointment, it couldn't be compared with the work experience. All the anxiety, the stress. I'm not telling you this so you'll get more stress, but what I'm saying is try to relax. School is just preparation for your career. Don't pressure yourself too much. Unfortunately, a lot of what you learn in school can't be used in real life. Unless you're homeschooling or unschooling, where if you give it time, you would interact more with real life than if you're in a conventional school. If you go out, that is, in the real world. When I was still going to school without work experience, I thought I wanted, to go through life just studying, because I loved the competition, Of course, if I wanted A on all my subjects, of course I couldn't get it on every exam or every project. When I was still in high school in Manila, I have so much pressure on me because I had a half scholarship, and if I maintained my honors, I would have it. And I felt proud, that I could pay my tuition, half of my tuition on my own. My God, I but it was a lot of pressure as well. And luckily, I told my mom I wanted to move to the province. So usually when you move, you don't maintain the honors even though you have the same grades and things. And I was also put, since I came in late, I was put in the not in the first honor class but the second honor class. So strange rules. So I didn't have the pressure of having the honors. What I did was to join the declamation contest. So for me, emotionally, that was good to take away that pressure. I couldn't control it, you know. I did pressure myself in winning those declamations though. So just try to have fun, to also have a social life. I chose not to have a social life, even though I did meet some classmates after school, not every day, but if you're a social person, after you study, that's after you study for your exams, try to maintain a social life. But I guess it depends on your nature. If you are very bookish, you can't force yourself to be social, but try to relax, do the things that you love. If you don't like going out with friends, go to movies, read a book, another book. It will be okay. The work life is much harder, I am sorry to say, but in so many ways it's much more rewarding. If we're talking like money, you will of course have more money than when you were going to school. If you study in Scandinavia, you can apply for a school allowance if you don't want the loan, so you are getting a little bit of money. And if you have a scholarship, you have some money, but when you work, you get a monthly salary or some kind of salary. So when it comes to money, you get more in reward. That's a positive thing. But there's so much more pressure and criticisms. It could be like, if you are on a master's degree, you will get more criticisms, of course, and that is almost equal what you will get at work, and you can't afford to not be open for those criticisms. It should not be personal, like it shouldn't be because of your personality. It's according to your performance. So that is how it is at work. So, you know, you can't be too sensitive. Unless they are harassing you, of course. So that's harder, I think. You might get, I didn't, but you might get your closest friends at work. Some do, I never. But don't be later in life if you change jobs, or later, much later, when you retire. Don't be so disappointed if you lose the contact, you know. So it's not like what you expect. While you're studying, you're thinking, oh, this is so hard, or oh, this is so fun. And you know, life is not what you plan it to be. When I was younger, especially while I was studying, I always had a calendar. I always planned my life, but I couldn't do them, not even half of them, because life is so complicated. So I would suggest you to plan bigger things, but bigger or even smaller things, but write it down in your diary, in your calendar. But once you write it, leave it from your mind. Just check the things you need to do from day to day, but don't think it's like, the plan, or don't be disappointed when it doesn't get followed, because you can't control so much. You really can just control yourself, so you can control other people or the things happening around you. That helped me focus while I was studying, because it can be so confusing. You have so many subjects, so many teachers, and so many classmates or schoolmates. You have to organize your head. That is how I was thinking. It was overwhelming at times, That helped me focus. If you're social, try planning your activities so it doesn't get too much. Your social life shouldn't, even though it can be important to you, it shouldn't be excessive, because you have to focus on your studies. Just think of your studies as a tool, not the only tool for your future, but an important tool. As you know, when it comes to real life, you need connections. It's not enough you have good grades. You need to know people. In Sweden, it's enough with your grades. They would let you work, and I think it's like that here too. But it doesn't harm to know people who knows people, so you can get your job. And when it comes to the negative stuff at school, like bullying or loneliness, there is much more at work. They are just more subtle in doing it, in harassing you or bullying you, since it's illegal. So there is both good and bad things later. But I'm so morbid. Just think of your final exams for now, rabbit tail. And you others who are taking the final exams, I hope everything goes well, guys. And I hope you like this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to this channel, ScorpioAnnYT. And please click on the bell next to the subscribe button down below, so you will know when I upload a video. Please go to my husband's ASMR channel, also Michael Soothing ASMR, to my daughter's channels, Art and Beauty Freak and Ariaville and Naturally Vegan 011. Please go to my two other ASMR channels, also Scorpio N and Scorpio N ASMR. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment